Good morning. This morning I've authorized my office to release the following press release to the media. As of this Friday, July the 30th, 2010, a letter being sent by electronic email to President Barack Obama, President of the United States. And this letter is being sent to President Obama in my request and asking President Obama to consider having a U.S. Attorney General office to investigate the entire Clayton County Georgia Board of Commissioners and consider criminal and/or civil litigation upon the completion of an investigation in removing all commissioners, including the chairman, for failure to perform their appointed duties and looking out for the financial and best interests of Clayton County government and its citizens. And I am writing this letter as a concerned native of Georgia and out of concern for the citizens of Clayton County, Georgia, which is managed by the Clayton County Board of Commissioners, Eldrin Bell Chairman, Sonna Singleton Commissioner, Gail Hambrick Commissioner, Wole Ralph Commissioner, and Michael Edmondson Commissioner. The above members, Mr. President, have been in intense turmoil and government services, including employee morale, senior management staff, public services, and public safety has continued to deteriorate in Clayton County. This Board of Commissioners has truly lost the respect and support of most of its citizens of Clayton County. This board is daily involved in power struggle among each other, and to make matters worse, this board uses power to intimidate county employees, including elected county officials. And below is just a few of the problems Clayton County has encountered at the helms of the current Board of Commissioners. March 31st, 2010, Clayton County Board of Commissioners voted to cease its public transportation system known as C-Train services, leaving an estimated 2.1 million riders per year, not knowing how they were going to get to work, medical appointments, the grocery store, those looking for employment, school and college students trying to get to their destination, not within walking distance. December 28, 2009, Clayton County Board of Commissioners voted to fire then or transfer Police Chief Jeff Turner, a 22-year veteran of the department and 2 years as chief, because of the outrage from the citizens of Clayton County. The board decided to offer Chief Turner the position of Chief of Police over its academy, knowing they would later vote to close the academy, as is its agenda as of now. On August 28, 2008, Clayton County School District lost its accreditation, blamed in part on what has been called a dysfunctional and fatally flawed school board. This action meant students will have a tougher time getting into some colleges and universities and may have difficulties obtaining scholarships. However, on May 1st, 2009, Clayton County school system regained its accreditation and still remain to this day on probation for 2 years. July 9th, 2010, last but least, Mr. President, Clayton County Board of Commissioners voted to remove county-issued cars from the Tax Commissioner office, Terry Baskin, as retaliation for him speaking against some of the board decisions. In fact, the Tax Commissioner was arrested at his office for refusal to turn over the keys of the vehicle. To give you just a taste of what is going on, Mr. President, I have attached a copy of a news article detailing the arrest of Clayton County Tax Commissioner Terry Baskin. Mr. President, the citizens of Clayton County have lost confidence in their Board of Commissioners and is sick and tired of the power struggle between board members. I'm requesting you give this request serious consideration in forwarding this matter to the U.S. Attorney General Office and or the Justice Department to investigate the daily operation of the Clayton County School the Clayton County Board of Commissioners, Mr. President. And as always, may God continue to bless you in health and spirit and the first family, and may God continue to bless the United States of America. Below is a copy of the news article, and it says, according to the Clayton County Police Department, spokesman Lieutenant Tina Daniel Baskin was arrested on Friday morning around 8:50 a.m. in the parking lot of the historic Clayton County Courthouse after standing between a county-issued 2006 Ford 500 and officers attempting to tow and retrieve the vehicles on behalf of the county. The cars were one of two vehicles assigned to the Tax Commissioner Office, specifically target in a new vehicle use policy adopted by the Board of Commissioners on June the 29th following the adoption of the county fiscal 2011 budget. Because of this budget cycle, the county has had to make some cutbacks, Daniel says. Many were asked to turn in take-home cars. Terry Baskin was one of those people asked to do that. He was asked to give up the keys and let us take the car. And he said he would not do that. Mr. Baskin placed himself between the car and the wrecker, so the officer basically detained him and put him in handcuffs for his protection and ours. Daniel said Baskin did not resist arrest and was released shortly after the arrest with a citation for obstruction of an officer. Baskin was not taken to jail and returned to his office later that morning, she said. A second 2006 Ford 500 was retrieved by Clayton County Police from Baskin home on Friday, according to the Chief Deputy Tax Commissioner Jim Grant. He said the cars was purchased using money from the Tax Commissioner fiscal 2005 budget. According to the Solicitor General Tasha Mosley, obstruction is a misdemeanor offense punishable by up to 1 year in jail or on probation and up to a $1,000 fine. She said Baskin had not yet been assigned a date to appear in Clayton County State Court, but said the case would likely go to a higher court to determine who ultimately controlled the vehicle. It would take a Superior Court judge to determine who has control of this property, Mosley said. If he's controlled that equipment, then there is no way he can obstruct that officer. That the question that needs to be answered before this goes any further. This incident system from a resolution adopted by the Board of Commissioners on June 29th, which set forth the termination of the Clayton Regional Law Enforcement Academy and directed Clayton County Chief of Staff Alex Corhesa to review the county pension plan and vehicle use policy for potential savings. In that resolution, Baskin Department was specifically requested to return the two take-home vehicles no later than July the 1st. Baskin, who was present at the June 29th meeting, questioned the board as to why the resolution targeted his department on July the 6th, and after the board determined demand was not met, the board adopted a second, more specific ordinance demanding that Baskin office return the vehicles to the Clayton County Fleet Maintenance Department no later than 4:30 p.m. The bottom line of this, as you will see this as I posted on there, that even the commissioner and the chairman of the commission office, Eldrin Bell, said that this was wrong, and he do not think that anybody should be treated this way, and that Chairman Bell was the only one who voted against the new vehicle policy, and however he could not be reached for further comment. Mr. President, we look forward to your response, and we specifically request, Mr. President, that you initiate some sort of action in investigating the Clayton County Board of Commissioners for their actions and lack of confidence that the citizens have shown and displayed in this Board of Commissioners. Mr. President, we thank you, and God continue to bless you as always, and the first family.